Welcome to the Midwest. It is the changing of the seasons. It's a beautiful time to be in our natural habitat. And that's where I am. I'm in our natural habitat. If you've read my book, you understand what I call the modern human condition. And that is the disconnection we have between the habitat we normally live in, which is not this, and our psychology, our physiology, the way we're wired. You see, we're not going crazy for no reason, okay? We are literally receiving signals that our autonomic nervous system is picking up. Our nervous system is picking up all these signals from a world that we were not evolved to live in. If you look at this world I'm walking in now, that's where we were designed to live. The hardware, the software, everything here, that was all, this is how we're supposed to be. Living out here, temperature fluctuations, the seasons, the vast majority of human history was lived in a habitat that was nothing like what we live in today. In fact, we've only got about 100, maybe 200 years of what we might consider modern living. And so we wonder, why are we getting less healthy? Why are we getting more depressed, more lonely, more disconnected? Even now, whenever I can connect with you over the internet, why is it that we seem to be full of anxiety? We're full of dopamine. My friends, it is the modern human condition. And this is something that if you live in a modern country, you're experiencing it. We all share this. I'm experiencing it too. Less so right now here in nature. But this is something we all experience. Now, we know that it's happening. We need certain stressors that nature once provided us with that modernity deprives us of. Stressors? What are you talking about? Stress is bad, right? No, not necessarily. Stress is bad whenever you don't understand what's happening and you don't understand how to help yourself. Stress is bad when it's habitual, when it's chronic. But there's also positive stressors. What Hans Selye, the godfather of all the research on stress, what he called eustress, positive stress. Stress that results in a person becoming stronger, healthier, more vibrant, more resilient. Are you stressing yourself enough? Are you stressing yourself too much? The only way to really know is to get in touch with who you are, to get in touch with yourself. And I know this might sound woo-woo and fanciful and all these things, but I don't mean it that way. You are an individual. You are a human being. You are literally a link in a chain, hundreds of thousands of years old. Every human being, just think about this. There is an unbroken chain between you and the first humans that walked the earth. It's kind of humbling when you think about it. When you think about just how much stress our ancestors endured and thrived. And they did it out here in our natural human environment. So the first step is understanding and being fully aware. How am I? It's really easy to say I am 6 feet 1 inch tall. For my metric people, I'm sorry, I don't know what that is in metric. It's easy to say my foot is this big, my waistline is this size, I weigh this much. But it's very difficult to say exactly how you feel. All too often we say, oh, I'm fine. Oh, I'm good. What's that even mean? So learning just to be aware of yourself, that's the first step. You're not going to make any positive change without it. And that's why if you've come to my workshops, events, retreats, any of my speaking events, you know my big thing that I always say, awareness is the foundation of all positive change. And that's because it's the truth. How can you get better if you don't know where you are right now? What is better if you don't know what the starting point is? You need to know yourself. You need to take that time. Now, if you don't understand how to do it, keep watching this channel. Take one of my courses, read one of my books. The information is there. But ultimately, we have to start thinking about, what is my baseline? How am I? Where am I? Where are my thoughts? And then once we have a baseline, then we can decide, am I overstressed? Am I running from stress? That's how I was. I was running from stress for a long time. And let me tell you this, if you run from stress, it will still catch up with you. So we have to learn how to deal with stress. Life will always have stress. There's always going to be stress. And the key is knowing where you are, that awareness. That is the foundation. Once you do that, you can think about how you're going to mitigate those stressors. You can think about, maybe I'll add some positive stressors into my life. But before that, you must know, how am I? Now, don't feel like you have to know all of a sudden. And you may want to start giving yourself positive stressors before you feel like, I totally understand. I get that. But don't let that be something that you ignore. Don't just be one of these people that says, okay, I've heard that if I do push-ups, then I get stronger. And that's, how many push-ups do I need to do to get stronger? Or the people that say, what technique do I need to do to get more focused or more relaxed or go to sleep? None of these things are really going to give you the right results until you know where you are, until you have that awareness. Once you have that awareness, then you'll know a lot more, because you're going to know where you are, and you're going to say, okay, I'm here and I'd like to get to this place. Now that I'm aware of where I am, now I can take those steps, those positive steps. Guys, thanks so much for listening. I know this is a little bit longer of a video, but it's important. It's really an important message that I want to send out. So take the time to become aware, okay? And if you don't know how to do that, look at my resources. Keep watching this channel. But only you can really find this out for yourself. After that, then you can say, well, I am here. This is where I want to be. And then you'll know what's the right technique for me, or how many push-ups should I do, or what kind of diet should I have. But if you don't know where you are, you're not going to know where to go, or at least you're not going to know how to get where you want to go. It's almost a tongue twister. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And don't forget to go out there and be kind to one another.